Welcome back, everyone, to Pineleaf Plays the Stout Minstrel. I have found Saraden's cabin, and let's see if he knows anything about the whereabouts of Radagast the Brown.
How can I be of service?
I must confess that I do not know where Radagast was bound when he left here, other than eastward into the Lone Lands. I do know that he was concerned with lightning which he saw upon the peak of Weathertop. One of my kinsmen, Candace, has already journeyed to Weathertop to investigate. Perhaps Radagast will join him there. If you wish, my horse can bear you to Candace's camp. I suppose that I can head over there.
What can I do for you?
Exactly one destination, too. Well, at least it's free. Hello, Candace. I was sent by Saraden. I need to know where I could find Radagast the Brown.
What do you need?
Radagast the Brown? I've not seen him, and know not of his passing, but there is a cold and shadow that come from these lands of late. You're saying that Radagast is causing that? Oh, no. You're saying that something else is causing it. Okay.
Greetings.
Saraden's word comes late to the Lone Lands. If Radagast the Brown passed into these lands, then perhaps hope is not lost in this place. I have returned only recently from a journey in lands far to the east, lands held firmly by the grip of evil. When I returned from that journey, I learned to my dismay that evil does not stir in the east alone. Goblins now roam to the south, while their larger and more ferocious cousins among the Orcs spread through the weather hills like a festering plague. I must find the main body of these orcs. If you will assist me in driving back the enemy in these hills, I will begin the search for Radagast the Brown. What say you? Alright, I suppose I could try that. Kill a few orcs. Oh, and what else do I need to do?
How can I be of service?
Yes, these lands have become much darker in recent days. Since my time wandering in the eastern stretches of the lowlands, a dark shadow has flocked down from the sky. Now they patrol the western lane. You want me to kill Krippon and take their eyes? Okay?
Greetings.
I suppose I could do that. Let's go and find some orcs first, right? Then, if we run into any crows while we're at it, then fine. Speaking of crows, well, actually, that's an orc. I'm trying to say, have I killed any orcs yet? Outside of a skirmishing. Yeah, I have done. Actually, even though those were goblins. Okay. New deed, Orc Slayer. Obviously, it's the first one here. Defeated White Hand Orcs. Well, I don't need to kill messengers yet. So I am going to have to kill quite a number of orcs. Baruch Kazad. Well, I do have to kill both the ranged orcs and the... Whatever you just said. Anyway, since the last time... Since they first had this thing, Actually, this is a pillager. The orcs have improved their messenger network since they first created this quest. So you can see a number of messengers all over the place. Of course, that just gives us more of those messengers to devastate whenever we need to get to that quest. It also means that I could probably kill one of them without having to worry about depleting the local population. Oops, it is. Speaking of which, because this one's Baruch Kazat. Might as well get practice trying to kill one of these guys. it didn't go whack very well, did I? Oh, well, oh, bird! A resisting bird, apparently. Alright, let's kill those crows. Hey, why did he go around that way? Probably to line of sight me. That sounds like the most likely thing. Whee! Level 23. Level 23. What do we get at level 23? Kraban. Oh yeah, that's just opening up. Within the local orc population, though, it looks like there's still plenty more.
How can I be of service?
Thank you, Pineleaf, but my thanks are tempered with concern. I've never seen a force of orcs like this in the Eriador before today. Organized and well provisioned. They hold an encampment in an outlet within the Midwater Pass and bear a strange charge on their banners and shields, one that I have not seen before. Their numbers at the camp are great, but the day may come when we can drive them howling from the lowlands. Not today, I fear, but perhaps not so far off. There's another matter that demands our attention, an urgent matter. We will see to the destruction of their camp in the Midwater Pass later. Oh, and what's this other matter?
How can I be of service?
As I began my search for Radagast near the Midwater Pass, I witnessed an orc messenger departing with great haste. Quickly I followed, trailing him eastward along the shoulder of the hills and the south, but my search was interrupted. I could follow no further, for foul Kraban circled above, and to be discovered would do great injury to our work here in Akenparet. Once again, I must call upon your aid. The messenger likely carries with him orders to the outlying camps. If you can intercept the messenger, you may learn the nature of these orders. So armed, we'll be better equipped to deal with the orc threat. Search among the orc camps in Gloomharrow to the east, and return to me with the orders this messenger surely possesses. I will seek signs of Radagast's passage elsewhere. Alright, I suppose that I can do that. Find a messenger. As I mentioned earlier, this place is lousy with these orc messengers. In fact, this is the one that I decided to leave off last time. So he just decided to politely remain in place. Well, I went along and waited till I needed to kill him. There you go. Fine. I've got the orders. Now, back to Candate, who's conveniently down right here in this nice little area. There you go.
How can I be of service?
Right, and collected the orc orders. Oh, that messenger didn't have any orders? Perhaps that one was being a little bit too stationary to have been carrying anything. Let's try this one. So I noticed that he stopped just before I attacked him there. So that doesn't exactly give me a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling. Ah! That one had some orders. Good! I found the orders.
How can I be of service?
These orders are written in the Black speech, Pineleaf, a tongue I have never desired to learn. I must admit, I never desired to learn that either, but when you But when you're raised in Barrador, believe me, you don't have much of a choice. But that's another matter. I should have been prepared for this, but I hoped that we would learn something useful immediately. While you were seeking the orders, I followed signs of Radagast through the hills. Yeah, I didn't think that they would take this into account. That when you're playing a Stout Axe, you probably already have some understanding of the Black speech. Maybe not be able to read it, but you probably have some understanding of how the language goes. Yes, I was not alone in this pursuit. The patrol of the Orcs soon happened upon a location. I was forced to break off my pursuit, and I lost my bow as I evaded the Orcs beneath the eaves of the wood. It was a close thing, Pineveer, a close encounter that yielded insight into the Orcs' leadership. You did well for your part, and soon we will understand the intentions of these Orcs as well as their leadership. Okay? So what's next?
What do you need?
I would have easily evaded the Orcs I pursued Pineveer were it not for the War Master that traveled with them. Uzor, they called him, and gave to him what respect they had their kind reserved for their strongest and fiercest warriors. It is likely that Uzor returned to Bleakrift within the Midgewater Pass, for that seemed to be his domain. He must be slain, and whatever orders were given him recovered. Bleakrift is northwest of here, to the northeastern edge of the Midgewater Pass, surrounded by a shallow body of water. Defeat War Master Urzur and look for this letter. You mean another letter that you can't read and that for some reason the game doesn't realize that I might possibly be able to read, but that's another thing to know.
What do you need?
And I also need to recover your bow, I suppose so, if you lost your bow there.
How can I be of service?
And collect battered lock boxes. Right, let's cover lots and lots of stuff while we're out there. And maybe I can still finish off that quest to kill birds. Just a thought. Died even before I could unleash my best attack. Yeah. I might as well turn in this quest. Then we can head off to Bleak Rift.
What can I do for you?
You could finish off that quest. I think I found Bleak Rift. And there is this unknown charge. Now, of course, this is a charge that I would not have seen in Mordor. And completed Herald's Hammer. Completed Class Deeds Tier 1. Woo! Hey, this guy plays seriously. Woo! I personally think I should have done a heftier heal when he was stunned, but that's an entirely different matter. Now deeper into Bleak Rift. I need to collect the luck boxes along the way. Now, have I collected that bow yet? No, I have not. I need to keep an eye on that. The bow's a relatively rare drop, and it comes only from an archer. The message from the messenger is supposed to be a common drop. And you see, even today, I think was the first time I ever recall it not dropping the first time I killed a messenger. I had always assumed it was a 100% drop. Which is why I so blithely said, okay, let's head over now, back to camp. Nope. I think the other box is out in this direction. Then we could cross the bridge and head deeper. Actually, don't I start to run into archers here? Because because this is an archer. Actually, I want to start that battle as close to him as possible. Since he's a pew-pew. There you go. Oh, I did find Candide. He was trying to use Candide's bow. Ooh. Good thing I didn't break it during the battle. Can you imagine this trying to... You're trying to recover Candidate's bow. And during the course of the quest... you break the bow that you're looking for? That would be a bit of a problem. Oh, looks like I've got company. The War Master should be up here somewhere. Ah! Here's one right now. Well, looks like he was trying to call someone. Looks like I must have interrupted him. And there you go. Right, yeah, I think he's supposed to blow that horn. That was a bit too quick for him. The last luck box and the orders. An orc letter. Which is, of course, written in black speech, but the ranger doesn't know that yet. I found your bow.
What do you need?
Thank you, my friend. This bow will yet slay many orcs before its time is ended. I thank you for the happy return. And I'll take the salve since I can't do much with this spare bow. And I have the provisions.
What can I do for you?
You're welcome.
What do you need?
Another letter written in the black speech, Pineleaf, and its meaning evades me as did this other fellow. This one, however, bears the mark of the white hand. I must know what message this letter bears. This is not a task for you. I have finally discovered information on the whereabouts of Radagast, but there is something that you need to do first. Ooh, and what's this?
What can I do for you?
As I was returning from the lands to the east, the night sky fell over Weathertop was lit by bright flashes of white light, akin to lightning. Yet no clouds darkened the sky, and the thunder there was no sound. And of thunder there was no sound. I think that no ordinary storm visited Amansul that night. Despite the fact that it's called the Hill of the Winds, I ask you to search the ruins atop Weathertop and see if there is anything to be found there, my friend. If you find anything out of the ordinary, return to me immediately. Right. Climb the hill and find what's up there. Here we are at Weathertop. Well, here's a rune-covered stone. You take the rubbing of the runes on the rock and put it into your pack. Okay. Oh, I suppose that as long as I'm up here. Not that I'm ever expected to finish the related deed on it. I suppose I might as well say hello to Floyd and DeWitt while I'm up here. There you go. I'll never see them again. As I've been going through my travels, I've picked up a few of these Traveler Steelbound Loot boxes. I usually pretty much ignore those things, but whenever I create a new character, I get 4 black steel keys, and I'm thinking that perhaps I should open one up every 10 levels. I've not yet done my level 21, so I could do my level 21 now. At level 30, I could open up another one. That's at 20, 30, 40, and 50. Let's see what we've got here. Is it anything useful? Yeah, I know it consumes the key. I get a fine blade of the Wayfarer. Really? A one-handed... Well, actually... It's a pretty decent weapon, it looks like. A pig pen? Really? Tome of Veteran Offense. Minimum level 30. And some motes of enchantment. Okay. Well, I suppose I could use this sword. Plus 12 will, plus 10 vitality, tactical mastery rating. Doesn't look like a bad sword for a for a minstrel. Alright, I'll take that. As for the pig pen, oopsie daisy. That's not what I wanted to do. I will save that for my yard. Maybe use that as a housing item. And as for the tome, I could save that for another time. Alright. Now, where were we, Candace?
What do you need?
Ah, you found something? Let me see the rock rubbing that you have made. Is it in black speech again? Oh, no. The runes are common, but I do not know what they signify. I'm afraid this does not tell me much of the lightning. Pineleaf, but it tells me something of the source. Likely the same person responsible for sending you to me in the first place. So you're telling me the lightning was made by Gandalf. Alright. So, are we anywhere closer to solving this? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays the Stout Minstrel.